Strange Black Beats.
They throw their shadows, we light the sun. Standing tall till the battle's won. Brick by brick, we build a fire. Every step a little higher. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. They whisper doubt, we roll our dreams. Through the cracks come golden beams. Desert blooms where they see dry. Wings of hope, we touch the sky. Let them watch, let them stare. shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. Stars above us, hearts ignite. Every soul a piece of light. Through the struggle, through the pain, we break through like summer rain. Like summer rain. Yeah.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the beloved CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shah Sham, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. As you see the title, Be Still, Israel. I just wanted to come up here and get some encouragement. Be still, family. There's a lot going on within the world. We need to be still. We need to stay out of other people's fight, and we need to focus on our Elohim. Stay focused on our King. Keep looking straight. Keep looking straight, family, because as you look straight, even though things are going on around you, people are falling at your left side. People are falling at your right side. None of these things are coming nigh thee. It's not touching your home. It's not touching your family. Wherever you go, you're protected. Stay out of the way, family. Keep looking straight. The reason why you want to keep looking straight, because there's a narrow path and you can only go straight. You can only walk straight. And at the end of that tunnel, at the end of that narrow path, Yahshua will be standing there. He will be standing there. Do not fall away from the truth. Do not curve the truth. Do not go to the left hand. Do not go to the right hand. Keep going straight, family. And be still. Have no fear. He have not given you the spirit of fear. He have given Israel the spirit of faith, to believe, to understand that Yah is going to fight for us. He's going to send his son. He's going to fight for us. He's going to deliver us. History repeats itself. He showed us in Egypt what he can do. He showed Nebuchadnezzar what he can do. Medes and the Persians what he can do. He showed the Greeks what he can do. He showed Rome what he can do. Guess what else? He showed Ham what he can do. And now he gonna show America and all these nations what he can do, because history repeats itself. We are in the land of our captivity, right? And our enemies refuse to let us go, right? So what Yahshua is gonna do, he gonna come and fight for you like he did in Egypt. I keep telling Israel, they are going to try to provoke you. They are going to try to get you to come out of your body. Don't fight fights you can walk away from. Use your brain over your emotions, because these people are crashing out. They looking for fights, and they looking to take our people out. If you don't believe me, all you have to do is watch the news and social media. They crashing out, family, because the economy in their country is slipping. Now the Most High have them fighting one another. You see white people fighting other white people, Democrats, Republicans, conservative, liberals. They squabbling. Now they all mad at Trump, telling Trump he need to do more. Now they telling liberals that they gonna come see him. We gonna come, to your house, and we gonna do this. I mean, these people are crashing out, and guess what? We need to stay out the way. We need to stay focused. We got the Memorial of the Blowing the Trumpets coming up. We got the Day of Atonement coming up. We got the Feast of Tabernacle coming up, and we have the 8-day feast. All these things that we need to be focused on. We don't need to be focused on what these people have going on, because y'all got to remember, Satan is going to do his job. Satan's job is to cause confusion and distractions. And you cannot ask him not to do his job. He gonna do his job. Because that's what he supposed to do, his job. His job is to cause you to not trust Yah and not to put your faith in his son. His job is to cause you to think that Yah is taking too long. Oh man, he been saying this over 2,000 years ago. He ain't doing nothing for us. He ain't fighting for us. He just letting us get our head bust to the white meat. This is what Satan play with people's minds. Next thing you know, you see them again. Man, I don't believe in that Bible no more. Why? What happened, brother? Nah, man, I can't believe in something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? He just letting us die. He just letting people kill us, hit us upside the head, use us as the ground. He ain't doing that. No, brother. Family. Don't ever become one of them people. If he ain't fighting for us, how people think we made it this far? If he ain't on your side, how have we made it this far? Do people not understand what they've been doing to our food, to your water, what they've been spraying in the air, and you still alive? Did not the Bible say you gonna eat poison and live? He already knew these things was gonna come. He already knew what they would be doing today. So he's telling you, I'm gonna alter your body, that the poison won't even affect you. And we know he can do it because there's nothing too hard for him. When our ancestors was in Egypt, their shoes ain't even wax old. Their shoes did not even wax old. He sustained a whole group of people, and all they had to do is have faith and be obedient. That is so simple. Even a little bitty baby can understand that. He don't ask for much. But when it comes to his word, people act like it's just so hard to serve Yah. No, it's not. It's more easy to serve him than y'all trying to put trust in politicians, presidents, government officials, people sit in Senate seats. It's easy to serve Yah. It's not difficult. Obey my voice. Keep my commandments. This the whole duty of men and women. That's not hard. To love your brother is hard. To love your sister is hard. To do no murder, that's hard. Don't covet, that's not hard. Keep the Sabbath day. Honor your mother and father. Thou shalt not steal. Don't worship no other gods. How is that hard? That's simple. Just obey. He is not asking for anything that's too difficult, man. It's very easy. It's not hard to serve him. Let me show y'all what I mean. And this is going to be quick. It's going to be a quick live. I just want to come give some encouragement. All right, I'm going to Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. And I just want to encourage Israel. Family, please take this advice. Stay out the way. The same thing we looking at, the nations are looking at, which is their country is gone. It's slipping away. It's finished. It's done. There will be a reset. And to be honest with you, this is what they wanted all along. It's on the back of your dollar bill. Adore Cyclone, order out of chaos. This is what they want. They want the chaos. They want the civil unrest. They laughing at these white people, how they crashing out, really believing in Democrat and Republican. When both of these parties play the same game inside on different aisles, but it's the same game. Like they sitting on this side with the blue on, they sitting on this side with the red on, and it's the same game they both playing. It's a game, man. It's a political game. I got a book called what's the name of this book? Illuminati Con Games. Man, this book is so thick. I bought this book when I was finding out about the Illuminati and all that, right? About, what go on with the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Kennedys, finding out about all these families. So a Gentile guy wrote a book called Illuminati Con Games. And inside of this book, he break down Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, liberals. He say all of this stuff is a game. He break down how your presidents are selected, not elected. He got Obama in the book. He say Obama was groomed from a young man, placed in certain colleges, sitting with powerful men. He talk about all this in the book called Illuminati Con Game. So this is nothing but a game, a political game for them. And they play with people's lives with this political game. So when people say, man, we voting for Trump or we voting for this person, you not voting for nobody. That's what they want you to believe you doing. They are selected already, not elected by you. You're not picking your presidents. Your presidents is already selected. You know why? They need that order out of chaos. They need it. And they're going to get it. Because Yah is going to let Satan have his reign for 3.5 years. He's going to let him do it. And he's going to let the man that he gave his power, his seat, and great authority to, he going to do some damage. But you don't have nothing to fear because of this. Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. If you can get that book called Illuminati Con Game, I read that whole book. I'm telling you, you wouldn't be shocked today because you know the truth. But some of that stuff still will shock you because some people don't know the things that these people have done to manipulate the world. And who's over them? Satan the devil. Just like when they say, how art thou fallen from heaven, O son of the morning, talking to Lucifer, right? But he was talking about the king of Babylon. But who is over the king of Babylon? Satan the devil. Who was over the Romans? Satan the devil. Who was over the king of Tyrus? Satan the devil. He's the prince that's over them. See what I'm saying? Who went to go deceive Gog and Magog after the 1,000 years of peace? Satan. He's the prince over these kingdoms because Yah allowed it to be so. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. And I want to say this to Israel. If you have any disagreements, man, please handle your business behind the scene. Don't bring your business to the platform. A lot of things that are in-house, stop trying to expose each other on open platforms and, trying to diminish your brothers and sisters. Nah, just handle that stuff behind the scene. Squash it, move on. That don't mean y'all got to still dwell together. If you can't dwell together, go separate ways, move in peace. You ain't got to blast each other over the airway. Don't get me wrong. Now, if somebody lying on your name, most people going to defend their name now because nobody want to be lied upon. But some of these problems we be having, man, y'all could have handled that behind the scene. Sometimes you try to handle things behind the scene and before you know it, it's already on the platform. So what you supposed to do? Just let these lies spread now. So I'm not telling you not to defend your name. Your name is all you got. And you don't want to stain on it, unless you putting a stain on it. But, I mean, we moving in a good direction as a people. Let's keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody manipulate us, try to pull us back in gender wars and black men and women, fighting on the internet. No, rebuke all that. I know I do. I'm not finna be fighting with my brothers and sisters no more. Sometimes I gotta check Negroes, they disrespectful. But I'm not trying to be doing that, just coming on here fighting with Negroes. No. This is Joshua. And I want y'all to hear this. The Most High have not given Israel the spirit of fear. We have nothing to fear. And I'm about to read it to you right now. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. And it reads, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For your Elohim, your power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Have he not been with us whithersoever we goest? Please tell me if he have failed us yet. He have not failed us yet. So of course I'm going to be courageous. Of course I'm going to believe in him. Of course I'm going to have faith in his son, because he have not failed my fathers and he have not failed us. Because when you are obedient unto Yah, he going to always separate the righteous from the wicked. Always. I have never seen the righteous begging bread. I have never seen it. I have never seen anybody who truly put their trust in Yah, he have failed them. You won't find one scripture in the Bible where Yah did not protect the righteous. Well, KJ, he kicked the righteous and the wicked out the land. Yes. But hold on. He said that he gonna always protect the righteous. So even though he kicked us all out the land, he still got a remnant that he gonna save and bring back. See, there's a remnant in each generation. He have 7,000 men that have not bowed the knee to Baal. And it's the same thing today. A lot of us ain't putting no knee to no idol. We only praise Yah and reverence Yah. And we have faith in his only begotten son, Yahshua HaMashiach. So we do trust him. We know there's nothing too hard for Yah. So we put no limit on his power or what he can do. His eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So everything that he looking down and see, he see what the heathen doing to you. He see the plans of the heathen. He see the backroom conversations. He see the think tanks. He see the round table. He see what they planning to do. And guess what he said? I make the devices of the wicked fall upon their own head. They sitting up here trying to build and dig a ditch and a pit for you. He said, but they gonna fall into the pit. How can you not put your trust in a father like that who fight for his church? Talk to me. Talk to me. I want to tell Israel this. When you pray to your Elohim, he's going to answer you, especially when you're walking in obedience. How I know that? Psalms 34 and verse 4. Psalms 34 and verse 4. I'll be up here for about 30 minutes. Psalms 34 and verse 4. This is Psalms 34 and verse 4. And it reads, I sought the Elohim, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces was not ashamed. This poor man cried unto our Elohim. He heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of our Elohim encamped round about them that fear him, that fear him, that fear him. Why y'all want us to fear him? Because what you don't fear, you won't respect. What you don't fear, you won't have no respect for. Then you can do anything to him. But when you fear it, you're going to respect it. Because you know what'll happen to you. So that's why y'all want us to fear him, to obey him, to love him, and to come to him when we have a problem, not go to other people. Like when I see black people go sit down on white platforms to bash their people. That's despicable. When black people have problems, we need to learn how to keep things in-house and talk to each other about these things instead of going to platforms to where you bash on people to appease Caucasian people. You shouldn't do that. But a lot of people do it. Go ask Candace Owens. Go ask Officer Tatum. I called them coon babies. They coons. They don't have an agenda that benefit black people. They denigrate black people on white platforms in front of white establishments to make the white people feel good about what the black person is saying. Because they're going to say, well, your black owned brother and sister said this about you. So it got to be true, because Candace Owens is saying, Candace Owens don't have our experience. I don't care what nobody say, she don't. Well, she's still our people. That doesn't mean anything. We got a lot of our people scattered all over the world, don't mean they have the black American experience. So who is her to speak on our experience when she is Caribbean? Well, she live in America. Okay. What that mean? We have to stop thinking because somebody is our people, they have the right to denigrate us because they are our people. No, it don't work like that. Your experience is not my experience just because we brothers and sisters. Another black American that's my brother or my sister can speak to my experience because we are the ones living in America. We are the ones that went through the 400 years here. Your 400 years been somewhere else, even though you my brother and sister, but it wasn't here. Even though we go through similar same things, but believe me, it's a little harder here, but we always rise to the top because black Americans just have a different type of spirit and a different type of gear in us. And when they see us, then the rest of the tribes move. They rise up because of black Americans rising up. But Candace Owens, she need to learn how to shut her mouth, because you don't speak on us. Trying to give statistics, false statistics on black Americans, and your experience ain't my experience, girl. I don't care if it was a man or a woman. Any one of y'all who trying to speak from across the street about somebody's experience that you ain't been through. But I bet you when you went to that little thing in that college, when you went and filed the lawsuit about racism, but then gonna turn around and say ain't no racism. This girl is bought and paid for, man. All these coons is bought and paid for, family. So don't think just because they look like us don't mean they are of us or come from us. They might be our people. But boy, when you dealing with a coon, you got to remove the fact that that's your people, because their agenda is not your agenda. Their agenda is a white agenda to please white folk. Your agenda is to help black folk, and they denigrate black folk that you trying to help to appease white folk. So how y'all the same? Y'all just got the same skin color, but the minds are different. Not the same mind, only the skin. We got to understand that. So he said, I sought the Lord and he answered me. So Candace always talking about Jesus Christ, right? I'm just using her as an example. Everything is about Jesus Christ. Officer Tatum, Jesus Christ. But then they denigrating black people. Y'all think Christ will denigrate his own people? No, he would. So how they believe in Jesus in one breath, but then disrespect and denigrate black people in another breath, and then say the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior? You think she can talk like that in front of Christ about y'all? No. You think Officer Tatum could disrespect y'all in front of Christ? No. He wouldn't tolerate that, man. Because who put you in a position to act like you got the answers or the solution? Which they never have solutions. They just got correction, but no solutions. And it ain't even correction. It's denigrate. Let's go to 1 John chapter 4. I want to read this. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. Big salute to all the beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. And this is what I'm starting to see black people doing. And I love it. I love it. But remember, we got those who are going to continue to try to divide us. I call them coons. Their job is to get on their platform and speak lies. Our job is to counter those lies with the truth of the scriptures and encourage you that you may trust your Elohim. 1 John chapter 4. And your brother K. Judah going to pick it up at verse 15. Whosoever should confess that Yahshua HaMashiach is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he in God. And we have known and believed the love that Elohim had to us. Elohim is love. And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in Elohim, and Elohim in him. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. Y'all know what I wish can also happen? When we see each other in public, we don't have to fear one another. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand we got to be cautious. I understand that. We got to use discretion. I get it. But we shouldn't fear one another. Y'all my brothers and sisters. So when I see y'all in public and you walking towards me, I shouldn't fear you. Because love casts out fear. So we got to get back to communicating in public, speaking to each other in public, embracing each other in public, giving each other that smile like we used to do back in the 60s, the 70s and 80s, you know. We used to talk more back in the day. And we have kind of lost that as time went on, but we starting to get that back though. But we need more of that love. We shouldn't fear one another, family. We family. Are we going to agree all the time? No. Are we going to bump heads sometimes? Yes, that's what family do. We bump heads. We disagree sometimes. But we shouldn't fear one another in public. We just shouldn't do it because we family. And if we are truly family, why do we fear one another when we in public? I don't fear none of my brothers and sisters, y'all. I could honestly tell you, when I see my brothers and sisters, I do not fear them because my love for them casts out fear. My love for Yah casts out fear. My love for Yahshua, all the fear is gone from when I was young. Now, back in the day, yes, I feared what my brother walking towards me because I didn't know what was on his mind. I don't know what he was about to do. Them days is over with, though, because now I'm in the truth. So what I'm going to be fearing for? I have the knowledge of Yah. I have the knowledge of Yahshua. There's no more fear because the love that Yah has embraced me with by giving me the truth, how I'm going to walk around up looking at my brothers and sisters upside their head because I'm scared. I walk in rooms and I don't know what they're going to do to me. Why are you looking at me like that? Come on, man. Come on now. When you have a renewed mind in Yahshua, man, all that stuff be cast away from you. Now you just looking for your brothers and sisters to embrace them and to show them love because all the fear is gone. It cast out fear, the truth, and the love of Yah. Verse 17, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear have torment. He that feared is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. If a man say, I love Elohim, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he have seen, how can he love Elohim, whom he have not seen? Now, I want to ask a good question. And I'm only asking these questions to my brothers. When y'all are teaching, I understand the Bible say, cry aloud and spare not. A lot of times, it's not what y'all are saying, it's how y'all are saying it. Because let's keep it real. A lot of y'all are very disrespectful when talking to Israel. Now remember, this is a people that's suffering PTSD, mental illness, different things we have gone through in this land of America, the shadow of death. So that means that your compassion and the way you bring it forth the scriptures, the tone is going to be different because you know what your people have been through. That's called perfect love, brother. Because it's not about getting one up on them. That's not what this about, man. Cutting them with the scriptures. Because I know what Israel been through, that makes me more patient with them, more patient with the scriptures, even though I had to learn this patience. I have not always been a patient person. Because when it's time to get it done, let's go. Let's go. Come on. We got to go. But now, since me being in the truth, I have learned that patience. And when you learn that patience with Israel, you also must understand what they have been through. So yes, we can correct, but it must be correction in love. And once you correct them in love, also give the encouragement behind the correction. You can't just correct somebody without any encouragement, especially what they're already going through in life, because you don't know what our people going through. Even though we know they're going through it, we just don't know to what extent, but we know they're going through something. So that trigger word that you saying, calling them a name, that's why the brother got shot in Kansas. Was it right? No. But what did you say to cause that type of reaction to get shot? That means that we have to be very careful the way we talk to Israel. We have to be very careful the way that we talk to our people, family. I'm telling you. Because everybody ain't going to take disrespect, family. And then people want to just say, well, it's just words. No. According to the Bible, words can bring forth life and death. And it can also stir up some things in a man and a woman that you might not be ready for. So all I'm saying, if we're going to correct, let it be done in love with the encouragement behind it. Because if you just giving correction, where's the encouragement? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Where is it? Y'all not fighting people on the street corner because the people crazy. Y'all disrespectful. Why they don't fight Brother Bowie? Why they don't fight my elder bro Marlon? They have churches and he teaching and nobody running up on him. Because Brother Bowie do it in love. And even when he correct you, it's done in love and you can feel the love. He just wants you to be saved. Bro Marlon just wants you to be saved. They're not trying to get one up on you. A lot of our brothers, they want to get one up on the person they teaching the Bible to when they know these brothers and sisters just came out of Christianity. So it's not about getting one up on them because you know more than them. It's about being patient with them, brother. You know they're not in their right mind and you are. Come on now. You know some of them are going to walk up there acting like they know everything in the world and they don't. That should cause you to be like, brother, sister, slow down, please. Just slow down. Y'all be out there just, shut up. You don't know nothing. This nigga, no, man. You don't take all that because you know more than them. So that means that because you know more than them, be patient with them, dog. I told y'all about my kinfolk. What this nigga want to argue with me every day? Y'all think me and the nigga was getting into it? Now we wasn't, man. Because every time he asked me a question about the Bible, I said, man, I'm going to just show you in the Bible. Now, whether you agree with it or not, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you did ask me to show you, right? So I'm going to show you. And every time I showed him, it got to a point where he came up to me one day and say, man, I can't even ask you nothing about the Bible no more, bro. He said, because every time I ask you something, you have showed me, bro. Whether I agree with it or not, he said, you have went into the Bible and showed me what I asked. He said, you do know what you know, bro. So he said, man, I ain't gonna need must be trying to go back and forth with you no more. He told me that. Because I wasn't trying to get one up on him, make him look bad. I'm answering his questions in love. He want to know. God has given me the understanding the answer. I'm an answer. But I'm not going ching, cut with the sword. Ching. Yeah, I got you, nigga. No, man. What I'm going to get out of that? What I'm going to get out of that? Cutting them with the sword. I know more than they do. So what I'm going to get out of that? If we not on the same level, what I'm going to get out of fighting on a person that's 3'2"? And I'm 5'8". What I'm going to get out of that? The person 3'2", man. And they throwing punches. You think I'm going to fight that little person? I'm going to say, man, go ahead, go sit down in the little baby chair over there. and drink your little juicy juice. Stop it. Stop it now. You up there throwing punches at me and you ain't even hit the bottom of my leg. If you don't go sit down in that little baby chair over there and roll around and drink that juicy juice, little boy, we got to have compassion on them. That's all I'm saying. Compassion, family. Compassion. Compassion. That's what Israel is missing. Compassion, encouragement, compassion, encouragement, true love, true love. If you truly love Israel, if you truly love Israel and you truly for Israel, guess what? Because you can't truly help somebody that you truly don't love. In order to help black people, you must genuinely love them. I didn't say just love them. I say genuinely. That means you really care about their well-being. You care about their salvation so much that you're going to make sure the doctrine is right for them so they can be able to feed themselves and feed their family and take the truth wherever they are in their state and city. You got to feed them right in order for them to take the right understanding and help their families, help their loved ones. So it's not about cutting each other with the sword. It's not about that. It's about helping each other grow. My brother Timothy, the one helped me with the Scythians. He was the first one I heard talking about the Scythians. Timothy Jacobs, he in the chat. He helped me with my research to go seek out who the Scythians is from him. Now I got a whole line of borders that I made on my film more with all the sons of Japheth, all the sons of Shem, who they are back in ancient times, who they are today, who is Shem, who is Ham. My brother helped me with the Scythians. Understanding Gog and Magog and Meshach and Tubal and Gomer and Ashkenaz and who they are today in modern terms. You see, we help each other. Tim not trying to get one up on me. I'm not trying to get one up on Tim. I'm not trying to get one up on Yavin. We all help each other. We talk on the phone behind the scene. Hey, Tim, what you think about this? He telling me about, stuff he researching. I'm going to look into it. Oh, man, that boy Tim was right. It's right here. We're not trying to get one up on each other as brothers. We helping each other, man. I may know more than Tim, but I don't throw that around in Tim's face. Tim may know some things I don't know. He not throwing that around in my face. This man, like, we really help each other with the understanding and doctrine, family. We not trying to get one up on each other. My brother Shasham then helped me understand how to look into Hebrew. The elders, Yashiyah, Elder Bell walked and helped me to try to look into Hebrew. So I got brothers and sisters that I have learned from to sharpen myself. We not trying to get one up on each other. We not. We genuinely trying to help each other grow. Straight up. Straight up. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1. And I got a few more scriptures after this. If anybody got any questions, I answer. I only got a few more scriptures after this. Let's go to 2 Timothy, my bad. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. That's why I love the family over here. That's why I love the brothers and sisters over here. Because when we all come together in the chat, we're not coming in the chat to cause confusion. We're not coming in the chat to fight each other. We're not coming in the chat to try to act like I know more than you and you don't know what I know. Man, we don't care about none of that. We really trying to help each other grow. And that's why the Most High have blessed the platform for people. They really, when they come over here, they really trying to learn. And that's why we don't allow confusion in the chat. We're going to kick you up out of here because people really trying to learn. And if I let you just come over here in the chat box trying to teach the class while I'm teaching, no, partner, we ain't going with that. You got to go. You're either going to sit there and learn and ask your questions after, or you going to get up out of here, cause the confusion, because we do everything over here in decency and in order. Because y'all deserve the best. Y'all sure deserve the best. So you ain't finna play over here in this chat box. You got to go. And we ain't giving you no warnings when you being disrespectful. We going to kick you straight up out of here. Sometimes Ark and them, even them might put you in time out. But as soon as you get disrespectful, they kicking your behind up out of here. August, Nama, Amina, all of them, they not playing with you, man. My sisters don't play. They'll let you ask questions. They'll let you disagree with me. Soon as you get stupid, you gone. We're not gonna go back and forth with you and yelling it now, partner. We ain't doing none of that. You gotta go. 2 Timothy chapter 1. And that's how many platforms need to be. Stop arguing with all these people, man. It's a waste of your time. If they got a legitimate question, answer the question. If they come there to cause confusion, kick them out quick. Because you got people that's really trying to learn, and that's knocking them off their pivot feet. While you letting all that confusion go on in your chat box. That ain't cool for the people that's trying to learn. That's disrespectful. 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7, man. And it reads, for Elohim have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, Yahshua HaMashiach, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partakers of the affliction of the gospel according to the power of Elohim. We're going to be afflicted. Every time we are afflicted, somebody speaking ill of us, and we know that we ain't do nothing wrong, rejoice. Because when they speak evil of you and separate you from their company, rejoice. Because if everybody like K. Judah, I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to appease people. But y'all just don't know. Your brother K. Judah just had to block about 80 people. Because I don't say what people want me to say. I speak the truth of the word. And when you speak the truth of the word, people get in their feelings. And these 80 people that I had to block was all Caucasian. You know why? Because Caucasian are in a position that they think they control everything. Even when they come and act like they cleaving to Israel, sometimes this don't go for all Gentiles. Most of you Gentiles, when you say we cleave into Israel, we're gonna keep the seven, man, something inside of y'all started to try to take over. The next thing you know, you don't come to the platform no more. Or a lot of these platforms that you start trying to speak against the Israelites. Because it's in y'all spirit to take over. Because you've been in power so long, a lot of y'all don't know how to humble yourselves under the power and authority of a black Messiah. And his people being Israel, who he have given the authority and power to teach you. So it's hard for y'all to be taught by people that's been beneath you, according to you. Because you've been the head, we've been the tail. So it's hard for y'all to listen to the tail, even though the tail have the knowledge that you seeking. Humble yourself down, Gentiles. You cannot teach Israel. Israel can teach you. You may be in power, but you have no power over the Bible. You may be in power, but you have no power over our spirit. That's why you can destroy the flesh, but you cannot destroy our minds and our spirits. That's why we continue to elevate and continue to go higher. Every time y'all fight against us, we continue to fight through our spirit and continue to push forward. We don't always got to fight you with weapons and punching you in your mouth and knocking your soul out your body. Our spirits, because the spirit of the Most High is dwelling in Israel, our spirits is what's moving us forward, man. Meaning the spirit of our mind, the way we think now, the way we move now, the way we worship Yah now, the way we praise Yah, how we have repented for the sins of our fathers, the sins of our own sins today, the sins of our youth. We are repent for these things. So y'all, your spirit is a spirit of, man, I can't be listening to these Negroes, even though they're the chosen people, but I don't like what he said on Monday. I don't like when you said this. Humble yourself down and just learn, man. Be quiet. I'm just keeping it real. Be quiet and just learn. You're in no position, man. You're in position of America, not position in the government of Israel. This is an Israelite thing that the Lord have allowed y'all to partake in. This is our thing. It's not yours. You don't control it. You don't own it. It don't come from you. You can be a part of it, but you can't control nothing when it comes to this government. You control things in your government, not our government. We're gonna be the controllers of this government, not you. And y'all need to learn that. I'm just keeping it real. And this is what they don't like. See, they want us to be cuddy buddies. They want us to talk sweet to them and, tell them what they want to hear. Not KJ. When y'all wrong about something, I'm going to call you out the same way I will call my brothers and sisters out when they wrong about something. Guess what? They'll call me out if I'm wrong about something. You are not above getting called out, Gentile, or put in your place when you get out of line. That's why everybody is upset with Charleston White. Now, we might not agree with everything Charleston White say, but I want to tell y'all this. I listened to his story before he even came on the internet. And I remember when he had the bow tie, talking proper. That boy used to get about 12 views, 25 views, 40 views. Man, that man couldn't even crack 100,000 views. And this man was changing laws and talking about helping the community. Nobody wanted to hear that man with that bow tie on. So Pops, that raised Charleston White, his name Pops, he talked about how Charleston White infiltrated the Democrats and Republicans, and he learned everything from these people. I mean, they was giving this man books, like books that you can't even buy in the store, man. And he was reading all these books about this political game that I'm telling you about. So he played on white people, man, to get to where he at, and took it back to the black community and was helping the community with everything he learned from these politicians. Fast forward to today. Now he coming out against white people and they are losing their mind. But when he was talking about George Floyd, Gilly's son, disrespecting the dead, they was actually having memes of George Floyd with the white people had memes with their knee on his neck. They had memes of Breonna Taylor. Now he talking about Charlie Kirk and white people. White people are losing their mind. You know why? Because I know when Charleston White is playing, and I know when he's telling the truth. When y'all see him on these videos talking about white people, he's not playing. He's not in character. They are the most wicked race on the face of the earth, man. It's just the truth. And he right when he said the black man and woman is the only one who have tried to be your friend. Everybody else don't like America. North Korea don't like you. China don't like you. Russia don't like you. Even the African countries are joining with Russia in them. Israel treats you like a $2 whore. Nobody like you. We're the only ones that tried to really be friends with you. And then you treat us any kind of way. So you don't got no friends and allies. I'm just being real. So now he turning on them. They are losing their mind. He need to be counseled, but he didn't need to be counseled when he disrespected George Floyd. He need to be counseled, but not when he disrespected Gilly's son. Not when he talked about Sandra Bland. He don't need to be counseled, but when he talk about y'all, he need to be counseled. Make it make sense, man. Let's get a few more scriptures and I'm out of here, man. It's just the truth, family. They don't like being called out, but they don't mind us calling out black people. They don't like being called out, but they don't mind us calling out our own people. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 22. Got one more scripture after this. Charleston White said a lot of outlandish and crazy things. But boy, now that he getting on white folk, they are losing their marbles. This is Psalms 55 and 22. This is what you have to do, Israel. This is what Yahshua wants you to do. And the Most High Yah. Psalms 55, 22. Psalms 55, verse 22. And it reads, cast thy burdens upon your Elohim. Cast thy burdens upon your Elohim, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. There you go. I told you. He gonna always protect the righteous, fam. He will never suffer the righteous to be moved. So you don't got nothing to fear. You don't got nothing to be afraid of. He will never suffer you to be moved. When you are walking in obedience and you truly have a relationship with your father and his son, you will never be moved. I don't care where you go. I don't care what you go through. You fall, you get back up. He going to always keep his hand on you. He going to always keep the angels camped about you. Because guess what? Paul said, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. So we're not going to just scave on in there. We're going to go through some things. But guess what, family? You're going to make it to the kingdom. I look at death different than when I was a child. When I was a child and going through certain trauma from the environment that I lived in, when I used to go to sleep at night, I used to put my hand on my heart because I used to think my heart was going to stop. So I used to sleep with my hand actually on my chest, feeling my heartbeat, just praying to God that my heart don't stop. Just from the environment that I was living in, these type of environments warp your mind. Man, is I'm going to die in this environment? I'm going to be walking in the dark one night and somebody try to harm me or rob me or something. So you're always moving in fear because of the environment and you don't know what's going to happen to you. So you be thinking in your mind, is this the day I'm going to die? Somebody going to try to do something to me? So I used to actually go to sleep like that. But the Most High delivered us out of these environments. That's how I know this man is real. Because the environments that I come from in Houston, Texas, that is nothing but the grace of God who allowed my mama to do better for her children. Nothing but the grace of the Most High. Because my mama was a woman who believed in God. She had faith, strong faith. Not the faith that I ever saw waver based on what she was going through, based on the circumstance. She never wavered in faith. That's why I never wavered in my faith. Because it didn't matter what she was going, and she always kept us in church. But now, as I got older, I started to get angry. Because now, this undeveloped brain is becoming a developed brain. And I'm going to church, and now I know the pastor, he's a con man. And I know he full of it. So you don't know that when you little, but as you get older, you start to realize, man, this man a con man. This man just about money. They just bought the man an Escalade, and the man got a Mercedes-Benz outside. What do he need that truck for? They could have used that money. That, you know what I'm saying? So I'm having all this going through my mind now because I'm older now. I can see now. I asked my mama, man, why are you forcing me to go to church, man? You live in my house, you gonna go to church. So there's nothing I can say. I live in a house, right? But I didn't like going to church. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I used to be grieved in the spirit sitting in church because I didn't learn nothing. I didn't gain nothing. I was dead, the walking dead in church. The only time I felt good is when I went to church, it when church let out. That was it. When they let out of church, like when everybody got up and they did that little prayer and we walked out of church, that's the only time I felt good is when we left church. When I walked in church, I would grieve. When I left church, I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. Ooh, I don't got to come back in here for another 6 days or 7 days. Jesus. And you used to hear people talking about, man, church is so good today. The preacher was preaching today. And I'm just standing there with my arm phone to go. That man grabbed one scripture out of the Bible. And y'all sitting there talking about he was preaching good. The man ain't say nothing, man. What are you talking about? He preaching good. Let's go to the last scripture, man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, man, verse 9. Man wasn't preaching good. Talk about he was preaching good. I'm preaching nothing good. Okay, I got you. Ascended, awakening. I got you, brother. Yeah, let me read this last scripture, then I'll answer your question. Or I'll answer, any one of y'all questions. I got y'all. Okay, let me put his question on the screen. I don't know who question was first, family. So if anybody got him, Ark, if you could just let me know, Eve, then I'll just come back to him. But let me read this last scripture, then I'm gonna answer the brother question. All right, this is what I said. First Thessalonians. Yeah, First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 9. Yeah, y'all. My preacher used to jump on top of the pews, falling out on the ground. He a big old tall dude, too big old tall yellow dude. And boy, he used to think he was preaching, boy. But boy, when you get older, you start realizing, man, this man ain't saying nothing. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 9. And it reads, it say, for Elohim have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahshua HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, y'all see that? Whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Whether we wake or sleep. I told you not everybody gonna die. First Corinthians chapter 15. When he say we should not all sleep, he just told you again. Though we be awake or sleep, meaning dead in the grave, we shall all be changed. Let me read that again. Verse 10. Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we shall live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. We supposed to edify one another, not try to cut one another, not try to shame one another. Edify. It's called edification. We here to edify Israel so Israel can take that edification and help their loved ones. Not shame your loved ones, help your loved ones. Because God didn't shame you. All the stuff we did in our life, he didn't shame us once we repented. Wisdom and knowledge came. Understanding came. The nationality came. You know who we are now. We should be shamed for all the stuff we did, whether it was in our youth or things we do today. But he don't shame us. He give us grace and a room to repent and do better and don't sin no more. That's it for me. Let me see what the brother said. I have a question, K. Judah Show. In Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, the Most told Moses his name is I am that I am. Don't translate into Hebrew, only am, and is translated to Ahaya. So is Most High name Ahaya, Ahaya, and then shouted. Man, I'm going to keep it real with you. When he said that I am, he said, this is my name forever. According to my brother Sharsham and other people, that's not his name. Some people say his name is Yahweh, Yahweh Yashi, Yahshua's name is Yahshua. And I'm going to say this, the person who's talking is not the Most High. That's another thing. In Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, that is not the Most High. The Most High name is Yahweh. Now, I'm not going to say that it's not the name that Christ gave Moses, but we got to remember the Bible was translated into English. So let me go look this up. So you said in Hebrew, only am, and it's translated to Ahaya. So it's the Most High name, Ahaya, Ahaya. Hold on, I got something. Let me see. I look at it like this. Christ got different titles. I don't think he got many names. I believe he got many titles, though. So some people say Yahweh Shai, some people say Yahshua. But then I don't get caught up on names because in Revelation 19, Christ got a name written that nobody knew but he himself. So some people still say Jesus. I don't get caught up on the name thing because our people coming out of different walks of life. So if some people say I am that I am, I wouldn't kick against them. If they say his name is Ahaya, Ahaya, I wouldn't kick against them. If some people say it's Yahweh Yashi, I wouldn't kick against them. Some people say Yahweh Shah, I wouldn't kick against them. Some people say Yahshua, I wouldn't kick against none of my brothers and sisters. So I'm not going to say that that name is not in the Bible, but what I'm about to do, I'm about to go look it up right now. Okay, here we go. All right, let me see. Yep, it say Ahaya, Ahaya. And then some translations, like the older Bible, especially Hebrew, it say Yahweh. So 1961, Ahaya. But my question would be, is this the Greek translation to this word or a Hebrew word? Because if this the Greek, like my elders say, they don't go by nothing no Greek say. They don't go by nothing no Greek say. It say that Ahaya is translated 3,561 occurrences. So I'm looking at some of y'all. Hold on, bear with me. Now hold on. Now check this one out. Look, I'm about to show y'all something. I'm gonna open up my window. I want y'all to see something. Now y'all remember when Christ say in Exodus 3:14, I am that I am, right? And that'll be understandable though. Like people shouldn't kick against that. Because when Moses say, what is your name? He said, man, I am that I am, bro. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be. But right here in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, when it say, and the spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep, guess what it say? Elohim. And we know that Elohim is used in a plural sense because there's a Godhead. That's why I say Elohim. If anybody understand the Godhead. The Godhead means that there is not one person up there. It's the Father and his Son and the angels. So that's why I say Elohim, which is a plural form for God. Because the Father also called Christ God, even though there are many gods. So that's why we don't say God, because there are many gods. So what God is you talking about? So I'm going to say Elohim. And if you understand Elohim is used in a plural form, you will understand Colossians chapter 1. You will understand Colossians chapter 2. When it say that it pleased the Father that the Godhead should dwell in his Son. What is the Godhead? Elohim. Plural. That's why he said, let us make man in our image. He didn't say, let me make man in my image. He said, let us do it. Who is the us? Because we're not made in the image of angels. They are celestial beings. We are terrestrial beings. We are made in the image of Christ and the Father. Even though they spirit beings, but angels have wings. Some of them have 4 faces. Like, come on, man. We don't look like no angels, man. Some angels have 6 wings. Angels have calves' feet, like an animal. So we can't be in the image of angels, right? But Christ and his Father don't got no wings and calves' feet. And no, they got clothes on, afros, or locks, woolly hair, beards, sitting on the throne with garments on and beautiful fine linen. Christ got shoes on. You know, everybody keeps saying the Most High don't got no body. What? Yeah, he do, man. He's sitting on the throne. He got to have a body. The Bible say he got woolly hair. That means he got a face, ears, he can see, nose, he can smell. Like, stop it, man. Yeah, brother, but I wouldn't kick against that I am that I am. Nope, I would not. I would not kick against that. Do anybody have any other questions? If y'all go to Revelation 19, Christ say he got a name written that nobody know. So I wouldn't even, don't get me wrong. The Bible is translated into English, family. The original tongue is Hebrew. So you might want to go look these certain words up in Hebrew. Because ask yourself, why did they take out the Most High's name and Yahshua's name and replace it with God and Lord? Why? Because they don't want you to know his name. Did not Solomon say, what is his name and what is his son's name, as you can tell? What is their name? Why they took it out and put God and Lord? Why they do that? Because they wicked, family. So nope, I would not kick against the name Ahaya. Even though I know GOCC used that name, nobody shouldn't kick against them. Because some people still use Jesus. You shouldn't kick against them. Because I know that a Hebrew Israelite, when they say Jesus, they not talking about no Caesar Borgia. Some people say Yahweh Shah. Some people say Yahshua. Some people say Yahuwah. Some people say Yahweh. So I look at it like this, man. When we see Christ face to face, we're going to get to ask him all the questions we want. Hey, Christ, Yahshua, is the earth flat? He going to let us know. What is that name that you say that you knew that no man knew but you yourself? He might tell us. He might not. We're going to get to ask him questions in the wilderness. We're going to be there for 3.5 years. He's going to be making us pass under the rod. He's going to reteach us that every man may know him, and we don't got to teach every man his brother and sister no more. So we're going to get to ask all the questions we want. So that's why I say it's not good that we fight over names and, certain things like that, man. Don't fight over small things. And don't get into it over things that's not a salvation issue. Now, if you don't believe in Yahshua, that's a salvation issue. And if you tell me you never going to believe in Yahshua, I don't want to dwell with you. Because I don't want to get caught up with whatever going to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to me. When you say I'm going to die like this, I don't want to be around you, brother. Because I ain't trying to die. Unless it's for the Lord Yahshua HaMashiach and the Most High. I don't want to die in vain. No, I do not. Do anybody have a lot of questions? Do anybody got any other questions? Yohanan? Absolutely, brother. Love your people even if they disappoint you. Love them unconditionally. Like the other people love those that look like them. Train yourself to love your people unconditionally. Be a fool for yours. Y'all heard my brother. I'm just trying to see, do anybody have any questions? Like I said, shalom to the family. That boy Tim crazy. That boy Tim said nigga trying to be Kung Fu Bible ninja. My brother Tim crazy, man. And they will be having me rolling. Hey, family, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask now. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Yes, absolutely. Yes. According to prophecy, yes, my sister. Okay, Judah, do you think we are the generation that were going to the wilderness? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. We are the generation. When Yahshua said the generation that see all these things, we are that generation. Now, I just can't tell you the data all of the time, but we are that generation. God will rise. The word Elohim is just used for a form of God in the plural sense. The Most High has a name, his son has a name. But when people say Elohim, it's just used in a plural form, meaning the Godhead or gods with an S. Look at it like this. When the Most High created Adam, he said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. Why he did not say, let us make man in our image after our kind? Because everything in heaven is spirit beings. So that's why he said his likeness, not after his kind. So when y'all hear me saying Elohim, that's just a plural form for gods, the Godhead. That's what I'm talking about. So I put the Father and the Son when I say Elohim, because a lot of people don't even know this. The person that Moses was talking to when he said, I am that I am, that's my name, that's not the Most High. That is Yahshua talking to Moses. Let me just prove this real quick. Now, where do Yahshua get his orders from? Who do he listen to? He listened to his Father. So whatever the Father say, Yahshua say. This is where you get the quote from. He that have seen me have seen the Father. Why? Because of the Godhead, man. That's why it said that Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. Why? Because there's a Godhead. And according to the Godhead, if you understand it, when Yahshua came in the flesh and blood body, the divinity of the Most High was dwelling in his Son, meaning all the power, the glory, the compassion, the love, fruits of the Spirit, everything that we saw Christ, that's the Father. So we looking at the Father through his Son, even though Christ is the image of the invisible Elohim, meaning the Father. So there's two in the Godhead, which is the Father and his Son, and they share glory. Did not Christ say, give me the glory that I had with you before the world was? Where did this glory come from? The Godhead. Why did Christ say, me and my Father are one? The Godhead. Why did Christ say, what my Father do, I do? The Godhead. What my Father say, I say. The Godhead. It's just that simple, man. There's a Godhead, man, that the Father and the Son, they share this Godhead. So Elohim in the beginning created the heavens and the earth, because the Father gave it to the Son. The Son went to work with who? The angels. They helped them in the creation. I read that to y'all in Jubilees. You had angels over sanctification, angels over fire, angels over wind, angels over hell, angels over thunder, angels over this. Yes, that's why they was created on the first day, to help out. So when I say Elohim, I'm talking about the Father and the Son. That's why it say, let us make man in our image. Let us do this. The Father and the Son. So yes, we will be that generation that go into the wilderness. I just don't know the time, the day, or the hour, but I do know this. There's a sign you need to look for. And let me show you this sign before I read the other scripture. When you see this right here, you already know what time it is. Matthew chapter 24, verse 15. When you see this, you're going to know it. So always, this the main sign you need to look for. Matthew 24, verse 15. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation stand in the, when you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso read it, let them understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. So when you see the abomination of desolation, which we know that a temple will be built for the son of perdition in the state of Israel, they're going to build a temple for the son of perdition. He's going to say he's God, and he's going to kick off 3.5 years of great hell on earth. There ain't never been a time like this before. It's going to be 3.5 years of nothing but tribulation, great tribulation, destruction. That's why he just said, when you therefore should see the abomination spoken of by Daniel. So the thing that people should do is go back and read Daniel's chapter 7. It's going to let you know about the abomination of desolation, and Daniel's chapter 11. When you see this sign, You know what time it is. We almost up out of here because this man is only going to rule for 3.5 years. That's it. That's all God has given Satan. 3.5 years, then it's over. Here come Yahshua after the great tribulation. Matthew 24:29. Here come Yahshua. Let me read that. Verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be dark, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man. There you go. So immediately after the tribulation. So what's going to happen before immediately after the tribulation? It's going to be hell on earth. He's going to try to make you accept a mark of the beast. They're going to starve you out. Your faith going to be tested. Your family going to give you up to get put to death. They're going to turn on you. All this going to happen within this time frame. It ain't happening yet because we know it haven't happened yet. It haven't happened yet, family. It was something else. Oh, yeah, I was about to read it about the wilderness for the sister. So let me see. A matter of fact, God will rise. I don't like just, let me show you. Let me show you Elohim. Let me show you. Here you go right here, brother. I'd rather show you. I don't want to just say it. Let me show my brother this. This is a definition for Elohim. And I'd rather show my brother instead of just speak it. So that way we can get a picture of it. So let me show my brother this. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to bring it in close, brother. Now you see where it say 430 Elohim, right? Now as I go down, look what Elohim means. God. Gods with an S. Divine beings. Judges. Gods. The supreme God. Magistrates. You see what I'm saying? So Elohim can mean gods, divine beings, and that's what Christ and his Father was in Genesis. Divine beings with an S. Gods. Now, how we know that Elohim means gods with an S? I'm about to prove it right now, and this should seal the deal. Psalms 45, and I'm going to get straight to the point. And this is going to just help with Elohim. So when y'all hear me saying Elohim, I'm talking about the Son and the Father. Psalms 45. And this is what the Most High called this Son. I just want y'all to hear. Now, it's written in English, but I'm just reading it for what it say. But I know there are many gods, but I'm just reading it for what it say. Psalms 45 and verse 5. He said, thy arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thou lovest righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, God, even thy God. Therefore, God, even thy God. There you go. Elohim, man, the Godhead. Therefore, God, even your God. So the Most High say, therefore, God, talking to Yahshua, even thy God, which is me, have anointed thee above your fellows with the oil of gladness. So the Father is telling God that even your God have anointed you with the oil of gladness above your fellows. So how is Christ not God when the Father called him God? Make it make sense, man. Christ is God, man, in the Godhead with his Father. It's just that simple. All right, let me see who else got some questions. Let me see. Oh, let me read that. Miss Latasha. Yeah, on my K Judah platform, I got all the lessons like in categories. So like regular videos, short videos, live lessons. So I got them all in playlists. So yeah, like if you go to whatever playlist you're trying to listen to, it'll only give you the videos for that playlist. So whether it be live lessons, all those will come up. Short videos, all those will come up. videos and lessons I done on film more, all them will come up. So yeah, I got it like that. Absolutely, Tim. I got you, my brother. I got you. I got you, Tim. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Oracle. Thank you, Eve. All right, let me see. I got you, Tim. Let me put my brother Tim up here. I'm just seeing who else got any questions that I go down. Okay. Oh, that's what I was supposed to be showing y'all. Thank you, Diana, y'all. I looked at her comment and she said it's always been a son. Let me prove this to y'all. I'm going to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, that I'm gonna show y'all what my brother Tim is asking. Esau is not the white man, and Esau is not the white man, and I'm gonna just prove it with a simple common sense question, dog. And this gonna help y'all. Watch this. I'm going to 1 Corinthians 10 first, though. And let's prove that was Christ with them in the wilderness. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that you should be ignorant, how that all our fathers was under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and was all baptized unto Moses. Why Moses? Because Moses was the mediator. Moses was the mediator between Yahshua and the children of Israel. So they was all baptized unto Moses, just like when Yahshua came on the earth, they was all baptized unto Yahshua. Y'all remember what John's disciple said? He baptized more than you, John. But Christ baptized nobody. It was the disciples who did the baptizing. And Christ baptized more than John. Because now all the people are being baptized to the Messiah. Verse 2. And we was all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat that same spiritual meat, and did all drink that same spiritual drink. They drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. There you go. It wasn't the Father. It was the Son of the Most High who talked to Moses, who followed Israel, who drowned the Egyptians, who killed the firstborn, who brought the 10 plagues, who said, I am that I am. I'm going to be what I'm going to be. That was Yahshua talking to Moses, not the Most High. The Most High don't vacate the throne. The Most High don't speak to flesh and blood people. Christ is the priest after the order of Melchizedek. He's the mediator for the Father. And Moses was the mediator between Yahshua and Israel. Did not Christ say when he came on the earth, my Father have given me all power in heaven and earth? That's how the Father get glorified through his Son. No flesh and blood can dwell in the presence of the Most High. So why would he come down in the presence of flesh and blood sinful people? It don't work like that. He is too pure. He's a consuming fire. We'll die. That's why Christ came. And Moses couldn't even see his face. No man can see my face and live. I'm going to ask y'all a simple question. My brother Tim asked me to touch on this. Let's go to Genesis chapter 10. And this is going to be very simple. Very simple. Now, as I'm reading this, let me pull this up right quick. Let's pull this up. Okay. Now, as my brother asking me to touch on this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go by each name in Genesis chapter 10, and I want y'all to tell me how this Esau, okay? That he the white man. Watch this. Let's go to Genesis chapter 10 real quick. Esau wasn't born to Genesis chapter 25, right? But the children of Japhet was already born in Genesis chapter 10, right? Now, we know back in those days, Japhet was also looked like Noah and the rest of his brethren. Now, 5,000 years later, you know, how when people say, man, you white people ain't coming around to about 5,000 years from that time later. Now, look, man, I can't tell you why white people look the way they look today. But I know the people that's in Europe, like Gog and Magog and Meshach and Tubal and all them, from Asian Minor and the Turkey area, them are children of Japhet, man. That's not Esau. Esau not no white man. Even though Esau spoiled his seed, and not all Esau looked like that. Some Esau still look like, melanated people. He spoiled his seed. So how can Esau make up the whole white race? How? When he was born in Genesis 25 and Japheth's children came way before Esau. Make it make sense. So let's deal with this real quick. Genesis chapter 10. Esau was not born into Genesis 25, but now he the white man. He make up the whole white race, meaning Russia is Esau, Ashkenazi Jews is Esau, Gomer is Esau, Tyrus and Meshach and Tubal is Esau. What is wrong with y'all? Russia ain't no Edomite. They Japhetic. Iran is Japhetic. The Romans are Japhetic. The Medes and the Persians was Japhetic. Who is the Persians today? Ain't that Iran? How Iran an Edomite? How is Iran an Edomite? How is the Romans Edomites? Even though they mingled and became one people, that still don't change a man's nationality, though. Esau is Edom. Rome is Rome, because all the popes that y'all see, where do they come from? Italy. Where's Italy? Them are children of Japhet, man. Japhet babies. Let's deal with this real quick. I don't want to do too much talk. Genesis chapter 10. And then I'm going to show y'all that these cards that I made. We're going to only deal with Japheth's children real quick. This is Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. It said, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And unto them was sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer. So hold on. Watch this. We're going to do this real quick. Each name that I read, I'm going to put it on the screen for y'all, so y'all can see who they are today. Okay, so let me get this off the screen. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It said Gomer, right? Hold on. Did it say Gomer? Okay, Gomer. We're going to deal with Gomer first. Let me bring it in close. Bag it up a little bit. It say Gomer, associated with Crimeans, the Celts, the Gauls, and early Germans, settled in Central and Western Europe. Descendants. Many scholars link Gomer descendants to Western European, so as the French, the Germanic tribes, and possibly the British Isles. Number 2, we're going to deal with who? So the sons of Japheth is Gomer and Magog. Now, Gog is the ruler over Magog. So who is Magog? Magog is associated with the Scythians, the Mongolians, the Russians. They settle in areas north of the Black Sea and Caspian Sea. Descendants, some traditions associate Magog with Russia and Northern Asia. Ezekiel 38 speaks of Gog as the land of Magog, seen as a northern nation. There y'all go. So just these two people that I dealt with right here shall let y'all know this is not Esau. Russia is not an Edomite. Gomer is not an Edomite. These are Germans. Magog is Russia. Who else we got? Let me see. The sons of Japheth is Gomer and Magog and Madai. Okay, let me go to Madai. Let's get Madai. Who is Madai associated with? Okay, it say Madai, associated with the Medes, an ancient Iranian people settled in Persia, modern Iran, and Kyrgyzstan region. Descendants, ancestors of Kurds, and parts of the Iranian population. How is that Esau? Let's go to the next one. Now we got Javin. Okay. If y'all know who Javin are, they the ones we were sold to when he said you have sold the children of Judah and Jerusalem to the Greeks. That was Javan. Let me prove it to you. Javan associated with who? The Greeks. Hold on, let me bring my camera in close. There we go. So y'all see who Javon is associated with. So when you go to Joel chapter 3, and he said that he's going to recompense Tyre and Sidon, because you have sold the children of Judah and Jerusalem to who? The Grecians, which are the Greeks, which are the children of Javon, right here in your face. He say they settled in Greece and Cyprus and Ionian coast. Descendants directly linked with the Greek people. His sons include Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dudium, connected with the Mediterranean islands and coasts. Okay, we got Javon. And Tubal and Meshach and Tyrus. So let's do Tubal first. See, I made these cards right here, you know, these index borders. So we're going to deal with Tubal. Who is Tubal associated with? Tubal associated with Iberians, the Gregorians, or southern Russia, settled in Caucasus Mountains and possibly parts of Turkey or Spain. Descendants often linked to earlier Iberian tribes or Caucasian people. So when has Esau ever been a Caucasian people? Knock it off, man. Esau is not no Caucasian. Have you ever noticed in the Bible he never called Edom a heathen? He called him Esau or Edom. He don't call Esau a heathen like the rest of the nations. He called him Esau or Edom or Idumea. He never called Esau a heathen. He's not a white man. Who else we got? Meshach. Let's go to Meshach. See, I told y'all, you got to be dedicated to, man, like, bruh, I'm going to put everything in decency and in order, man. Like, this stuff take time to do. But I love my people and I love educating with the Bible so we can understand who these nations are today. This is the children of Japhet that I'm showing you. This is not no Esau. Let's go to Meshach. The children of Meshach associated with who? Muscovites, old name for Russians, are people in Turkey, settled in Northern Asian Minor or possibly modern Russia. Descendants leaked with Moscow by some historians, though this is debated. That's why you always hear Magog, Tubal, and Meshach associated together, because they come from around that Russian area, which is the Turkey area or the Asian Minor area, the Black Sea, the Caspian Sea. These are all children of Japhet that was given the North Quarters, where it was cold. Ham, where it was hot. Shem, where it was neither cold nor hot. That's Jubilees, chapter 8, chapter 9, and chapter 10. Let's go to who is the last person? Tyrus. Let's go to Tyrus. Who is the Tyrus associated with? Tyrus is associated with the Thracians, settled in Southeast Europe, Balkans region. Descendants, possibly the Burgians, the Romanians, or Slavic groups. This is not Esau. Esau is not a Slavic. Esau is not Romanian. Esau didn't settle in no Southeast Europe. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. This is not no Esau, fam. But people are lazy. They don't want to do no research. I'm just keeping it real. This is not Esau that I just named. Esau wasn't born into Genesis 25. So how can he be the white man? He's not no white man. So I pray that help y'all. Anybody else got any questions? Everybody that I just named, family, is the children of Japhet family. That is not Esau. You know how I know that? Because all you have to do is go read the Bible and find out where was Esau living at. Esau was living south of Judah and Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? Esau was living south of the Jordan River and also the Sea of Aquaba, which is the so-called Red Sea, which is really called the Sea of Reeds. So Esau lived by his brother. He didn't live in the north quarters. Esau lived by the Israelites, like the Moabites and the Ammonites. So how can Esau be Japhetic when Esau stayed in the region round about Israel? That's why he's the number one named in Psalms 83, because all the surrounding nations in Psalm 83 are the neighboring people of Israel. Why Japheth's children wasn't mentioned in Psalms 83, but all the surrounding neighbors was mentioned, like the Philistines, the Hagarenes, Esau, Ammonites, Moabites, Philistines. You see what I'm saying? These are all the neighboring cities around Israel. They was named in Psalms 83, but you did not hear one son of Japheth named in Psalms 83. I wonder why. Because he didn't live around Israel. He was living in the north quarters. But they the ones came down in the north quarters. You see what I'm saying? Rome. That's the son of Japhet. Iran was living where? East of the Jordan River, which are the Medes and the Persian. Son of Japhet. What about the Greeks? Alexander the Great in them. Son of Japhet. What about Nebuchadnezzar? Babylon king. Son of Japhet. That's just what it is. Okay, let me see. Now, don't get me wrong. Esau playing his position now, family. Don't get it twisted now. Esau gonna get dealt with harshly. He went to Esau first, according to Isaiah 63. They asked him, man, why your clothes all dyed in red? It was nothing but blood, because he came from Edom. So if he came from Edom and Edom's land, how can Edom be the white man? When he say he went to the land of Edom and his clothes was full of blood. They ain't say nothing about no daughter of Babylon or mystery Babylon. He went to Edom, so he know exactly where Edom at. And guess what Edom at, y'all? Claiming your nationality. There's a book you need to get by Ella J. Hughes. There's a sister. She wrote a book about the black Hebrew Israelites. But, you know, that's what she called them, but we not no black Hebrew Israelites. Her name is J. Ella Hughes. She wrote a book, and she said through her research, there are two type of Jews on the earth. The children of Japhet, claiming to be Israel, and Esau, who stole his brother nationality when? After 70 AD. He claiming to be you. This is in the Bible. He told Esau, you should not have moved into my gates in the time of my people calamity. You should not have laid your hand on their substance in the time of their calamity. Esau did it anyway. So Esau can't be all the white race and also getting his head bust in Isaiah 63 when the Yahshua was full of blood. He went straight to Edom. So how can Edom be the white man? He went straight to him and bust his head open. So he gonna get dealt with. I'm just trying to see. Right, Tim. That boy Tim say, and the camps keep teaching from that Esau, Edom, Idumea, and not realizing the truth. Facts. Come on, man. They keep teaching from the book Esau, Edom, Idumea, which is all names for Edom. He used them interchangeably. The Most High Yah. So if he say Edom or Idumea, he's still talking about Edom. If he say Esau, he's still talking about Idumea. He's still talking about Edom. If he say Teman or Bozrah, he's still talking about Edom. He never called Edom a heathen. You won't find it one time in the scriptures where he say, Edom, you heathen, because that's our brother. He's not a heathen. He our brother who spoke Hebrew, who lived in the same house. He was a civilized man, even though he was a hunter. He didn't dwell in no Caucasus Mountain. They say Esau come from the Caucasus Mountain. What scripture is that? Esau didn't come from no Caucasus, man. The man lived by his brother. The 12 tribes of Israel, his brother. Just like the Ammonites, which is our cousins, they stayed by us, by Edom, and the Ammonites, which is Moab's brother. We all live wrong by each other, man. So Esau is not no white race. That is a lie. That is not true. History don't bear witness to that, and the Bible don't bear witness to that. It just doesn't. So anybody saying Esau is the white man, that is just not good scholarship, man. He is not the white man. But he is an evil man. He hates his brother with a pure heart. Yep, Tyrus is Japhet. Yep. Tyrus. God will rise. Man, Esau spoiled this seed. So I can't tell you this, according to my research. I can't tell you every place that Esau is, but I will tell you this. If you get a book called, let me show you right quick. I'd rather show it to you, brother. See, I like to show stuff. I don't like to just say it. So let me show it so you can get a better understanding. The people that's in the land of the state of Israel, there's a mixture of Japhetic people and Esau. I'm about to prove it right now. Let me see if I can find this book. Here it go right here, brother. I want you to check this out. Hold on. Let me get it. That's not it. Okay, I'll show you this one. I'll show this one too. Let me bag this up. I got you. So I'm going to show this one. This is from the book. And I'm going to show you this one. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Hold up. I got all my stuff by names too. So let me just find this real quick. That's not it. All right, I found it, brother. Let me show you this real quick. I'm going to bring it in close, and I'm going to read it from left to right. So let me get this off the screen. Let me open up my window and show the brother this. Esau spoiled this seed, so he's not just in one location. You got some Edomites in Africa. You got some Edomites in the so-called Middle East. You know, we understand that Edom and Rome became one people. So Esau spoiled the seeds. We know he did that. So here you go. You see this book right here? The Truth About the Black Biblical Hebrew Israelites. Her name is Ella J. Hewley. Her name is Ella J. Hewley. That's the sister name. Look at what she said. She said, it is clear that there are a group of people purporting to be the biblical original Jews, when in reality they are not. Since we are dealing with the identity, it is imperative that we examine history to assist us in unveiling who these purporting Jews really are. Here you go. There are two main branches of lying Jews. Y'all see that? There are two main branches of lying Jews in the world today. Who are they, my sister? The Edomites, Jacob's twin brother, a Semitic non-European group of people who stole Jacob's identity as prophesied in the Bible. Who is the other branch? The Ashkenazi Jews / Khazarians, a group of Europeans who converted to Judaism, not Esau. How we know this to be true? Because there was a group of people called the Maccabees. They beat up Esau and made him accept the way of the Israelites. He didn't need to be converted. They forced him to circumcise his children. They forced him to keep the Sabbath day. They forced him to keep the way of Yahweh. And guess what happened? There was a man by the name of Herod the Great who was an Idumea, our brother, sitting on the throne in Jerusalem, claiming to be what? King of the Jews. So there are two main branches of Jews today. The Edomites claiming to be Jews and the Ashkenazi Khazarian, which is Japhetic, claiming to be Jews. So when people say, who is Esau? Look, some of Esau look like this today. Look what it said at the top. False Jews, Edomites, and European converts. So some of Esau look like this. Not all of Esau look like this because he spoiled his seed. This is a mixture of European and Edomites. That's why the Most High told Edom, you will not be able to hide yourself. How is he hiding himself? Through your nationality. Through your nationality. Let me show y'all one more thing to prove to y'all that Esau is wicked. I'm going to show y'all. Where is it? Right. Let me see what I want. I'm about to show y'all something. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to go get the other one. It's about to make sense in a minute. Watch. Hold on. That's the wrong one. Hold up. Let me see. Moab, Herod, Edom. Okay, here it go. Here it go, y'all. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. So I'm going to leave this right here. This is from my Xander Van Pectorial Bible Dictionary, right? So I'm going to leave this right here. And I'm about to get another map so I can show y'all these maps. And then y'all going to understand what I'm saying. I don't know why this one keep coming up. Man. Let me see. This is called the World Scope Encyclopedia, right? It say Edom meaning red. The name given to Esau on account of the red pottage secured by him by his brother Jacob. The name was also given to the country settled by Esau, having been previously known as Mount Seir. And we know the Hittites was dwelling there first. It was about 100 miles long and 20 miles wide. And it was situated between the Dead Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba in the land from the Red Sea. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Bozrah, now Bozrah, situated in the extreme northern part, was the chief city and the capital. During the reign of David, look what they did, and Solomon, Edom was under subjection to the Israelites. Later, the Edomites ravaged the southern borders of Palestine and were denounced with considerable vehemence by some of the prophets of Israel. After the destruction of 70 AD, the name of Edom or Idumea disappeared from history. There y'all go. So if it disappeared from geography, why did it disappear? Because in order to claim somebody else's nationality, you got to remove your name from geography. And that's exactly what he did. So you won't find Idumea. It just told you right here, it disappeared from geography. This is from the World Scope Encyclopedia, volume 5 and 6. Edom, telling you what he did. Telling you what he did. And then he moved into our gates after 70 AD. So who is claiming to be Jews again? The Ashkenazi Jews and Edom. He stole your nationality, family. He claiming to be you. That's why he's the end of the world and you are the beginning of what did that follow it. He's a thief. He's still mad about the birthright. Esau still mad about the birthright, y'all. Okay, let me see something else. Hold on. I'm trying to find the one when he I'm trying to find the one when it disappeared from geography. That's what I'm looking for. Dang. Hold on, let me see. That's not it. Dang, what happened to it? Man, I don't know where that thing is, man. Let me see, bro. Hold on, family. Let me see. Edom. Is it Esau? Esau. Let me see. Okay, right here. I got it, y'all. I got it. I'm about to show y'all. I want y'all to keep looking. I'm gonna bring this map in close. I found it. Look, first century map of Judea. Idumeum was still on the map, right? In the first century, right? Here you go. Y'all see at the bottom, Idumea. Look on the map. This is a first century map. Idumea. He on the map, right? Let me show y'all what happened. Let's go to the next map. Look what happened. Palestine today, Idumea disappeared off the map. Where's Idumea at? It's gone, family. See what I'm saying? He took his name off the map because he claiming to be you. Idumea was on the map in the first century. Like I just showed y'all just now. Right here. He was still on the map in the first century. Next thing you know, he gone. He ain't on the map no more. You don't see Idumea no more. Why? Because in order to steal a man's nationality, you got to remove your name. You can't let nobody know who you are. That's why the Bible says you should not hide yourself. How is he hiding himself? Claiming to be somebody else. With the Ashkenazi Jews, the Khazarians, yeah. They all claiming your nationality. But they not you. And they never will be you. All right, family. Absolutely, Ans. Absolutely. He moved historical records. Absolutely. Arca saying, just like their father, they'll never accept responsibility for it. Birthright was signed, sealed, and delivered and desired by Jacob Moore. He said he did not care about it. That is exactly what Esau said. He didn't care about the birthright. He wanted some red pottage. He gave it to him. Yep. Esau also married Ishmaelite daughters after the Canaanites. So Esau had daughters with black women. Because at that time, Ishmael come from Abraham. And the Canaanite, those women come from Ham, right? So they had babies with black women. Talking about Edom. Let me see this. Elizabeth Ann say, I thought Herod was white. Not in that time, not in ancient times, he what? He looked just like his brother. The Idumeans back in the day was not white. Esau did not come out a white man. That's what the camps teach. Esau wasn't a white man. Esau didn't look like Jacob in them, but he wasn't a white man. So that means he was a little bit more of a lighter complexion than Jacob in them, but he wasn't a white man though. Not at all. When the Bible say he came out red all over like a hairy garment, that wasn't talking about a white man. That was talking about, I got a partner right now I grew up with. His name Derek. Guess what we call him? Say red. Because Derek was red and had red hair. And he was real red. And we called that boy Red. We called my partner Derek Red when I lived in 7th Ward. Everybody called Derek Red because he was red. I'm talking about all over, just red. Hair red, face red, just red. So now, Herod back in that time, in ancient time when he was sitting on the throne of Judah and Jerusalem, sitting over the Jews by the Romans, he wasn't a white man. Now, some of Esau today look like white men because he spoiled his seed. He mingled with the Romans, he mingled with the Canaanites, he mingled with the Ishmaelites, which these are black people, but he didn't just mingle with everybody that was black. Esau tried to, hurt his mama by having babies with Canaanite women. Now, Ishmael, the Most High ain't tripping off of that because Ishmael still come from Abraham, which is a Shemitic stock. We're not worrying about the Moabites. Those are Shemitic stock. We're not worrying about the Ammonites. Those are Shemitic stock. So Esau could have married anybody from the Shemitic stock, but now he wanted to hurt his mama. So he went and got him some Canaanite women. We ain't tripping off the Ishmaelite women. Them Abraham kids. But his mama didn't want Jacob or him dealing with the Canaanite women. And he did it anyway because he wanted to hurt his mama because he was in his feelings about the birthright. Absolutely. And Canaan, that's right, Notorious. And guess what, family? The Horites was dwelling in Mount Seir before Esau. So Esau took the land from the Horites and he started dwelling in Mount Seir. But the people who was in Mount Seir before Esau, I said the Hittites at first. My bad. It's the Horites. And then guess who came and kicked Esau out of his land? A group of Arabs called the Nabateans. They destroyed Esau. And that's when he moved to the southern part of Judah and Jerusalem. And he moved into the gates after 70 AD. Man, this is all documented history, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get books on this stuff. I got a lot of books on this stuff. But I'm just telling you that Esau, he don't look like he looked back in ancient time because he did a lot of spoiling his seed. The Jubilees tell you when he got with the Romans, they became one people. So he was mingling with them too. Which is children of Japhet. But everybody did a lot of mixing, a lot of mingling. But back in those times, people didn't look like what we see today. So when you look at a Caucasian, it wasn't no Caucasians back in ancient times. It wasn't. Everybody was black. Even the Persians was black. Ham was black. Everybody was black. So what happened? How did Caucasian people become Caucasian? Some people say fallen angels. Some people say this. Man, I don't know, man. That's above, I got to do some more digging. It's just too many different answers when it comes to why these people look the way they look today. Some people say fallen angels, Nephilims, and Akanakis. I don't know, man. That's above K. Judah pay rate right now. Because when people give it too many different answers, I just leave that stuff alone until I can do my own digging, which I have, but you can't just say what it's because it is. Elder Yashaya made a good point. He said maybe the Most High put the gene in Noah to what we see today because Noah, he didn't look like everybody else back in the day. His daddy took out running from him. His daddy started running. What he was running from? Because Noah didn't look like everybody in the house. So he took out running. Why did he take out running? Because Noah looked different. He was of a different complexion. So I don't know, man. That requires some more digging. Yeah, that's a good one too. Absolutely, Notorious. She said that Isaac also gave Esau the blessing, prophesied of colonizing his relatives. He knew Esau wasn't chosen by Yah, but he was going to bless him anyway. And guess what else, y'all, to back her up? Esau, how she said he colonized his relatives. Once he broke the yoke off the neck, because y'all remember, Jacob was ruling over Esau. But then Isaac told Esau, when you break the yoke from under his burden, man, Esau went stupid. Boy, he pursued Jacob with the sword. I'm talking about, man, that's all he ever did, y'all. Esau pursued his brother with the sword. He would not stop. That's why in Ezekiel 35, what do the Lord say? Because you have not hated blood, blood shall pursue you. Because you chase your brother Jacob with a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel. That's what the Bible say. All Esau ever done is shed the blood of Israel. Because he hate his brother, man. And he still hate him today. He's cosplaying his brother. He acting like he a Jew. He acting like he the Israelites, like the Ashkenazi Jews, like the Israeli babies, like these fake Jewish people. And Esau is right there cosplaying too. So that's why the Bible say he had red all over his clothes, because he bust Edom head to the white meat. And said Herod was black. It wasn't about skin color, but which I tell everybody that. Back in ancient times, there wasn't no thing about black and white or skin color. It was about who your father is, what tribe you come from, what land you come from, who are your people. Skin color did not matter back in the days. All this race and all that was created by Caucasian people. Black and white was created by Caucasian people. Nobody back in the day was worried about your skin color. It was about your father, your tribe, your land, and who your people is. Straight up. So Herod was a black man. He wasn't a white man. But you can't tell these Negroes that. They gonna say, you got it wrong, Kate Judah. Herod was a white man, a Caucasian. Stop it, brother. Stop it, please. Esau would never be a Caucasian, brother. Never. Never. He'll never be a Caucasian. Because the Caucasus Mountain, I just read it, are the children of Japhet. Okay, I'm just going down reading comments. Diana Yah, the reason why they didn't want them with them Canaanites, because they was a nasty people. They was a nasty people. That's why the Most High say, do not learn their abomination. They was a nasty people, man. And Jacob mama, she didn't want them. She didn't want him messing with them women. She detests that thing. Go to your own family. Do not take the daughters of the Canaanites. Why shall I die? That mean that thing was so grievous to her. She was like, please don't do this, man. Do not take these women. So what was it about these women? These abominations they was doing? Filthy, wicked abominations. And the Most High did not want his people marrying and giving our sons and daughters to the Canaanites. Notorious said the Akanakis are seed of the fallen, which are Nephilim. And a lot of people say that that's where some of these Caucasians come from. That's a lot of digging right there, family, because there are different answers, different stories, and people come up with different concepts. So, based on your research, you got to go with, what you think the truth is and where it fall at. Because they did do a lot of manipulation, family. So, that's a conversation that you would not want to get into with your brothers and sisters over, because it's not a salvation issue. Now, we do know this. When we look at Caucasian people, we know something happened. Something not right. Let's just keep it real. Can we keep it real? Something is wrong. What do I mean? They are human beings, right? They got eyes, they got ears, they can see, they can walk. They just like everybody else, right? The point that I'm saying that something is wrong. They can't stand in the sun, and they actually have bugs crawling in their hair. What is wrong? Something not right. We don't got bugs crawling in our hair. We can stand in the sun. Why can these white people adapt to nature? Why they can't adapt to nature? Why they can't stand in the sun? Why they have to go to the hospital and get some type of medication to keep things out from moving in their hair? Something happened, family. And I'm not trying to be mean and ugly. I'm asking a legitimate, real question. Oh, you're going to tell me that these people are made in the image of God? Because the Most High don't have hair like that. Yahshua don't have hair like that. The angels don't have hair like that. You think these people can come into the congregation of the Most High with bugs moving in their head? No, they couldn't do that. So what happened? Who is like, how these people get like that to where their genetics is so watered down to where they can't even stand in the sun, man. They get to burning and turning red and get bars on their back. That's all I'm asking is that if you're going to say that we are all made in the image of God, well, then you should all be able to stand in the sun like the children of God. And nothing shouldn't be moving in your hair like the children of God, because the children of Israel, we don't have this problem. Because our hair is woolly like our father. Our hair is woolly like our king. Our skin color look like our king. Our genetic makeup is like our king. His blood flow through our veins. So when you tell me we are all made in the image of God, I doubt that. I believe Adam was made in the children of God, and the children that come from Adam, which we all come from Adam. But guess what? Noah had 3 sons. And everybody today come from those 3 sons. So don't be talking about, oh, we all made in the image of God. No, Adam was. And his descendants, which are the children of Israel, come through that line of Shemitic stock. And we look like God. Even Ham don't look like God. Ham don't got woolly hair. He got sandpaper. Let me take that back. He got grocery bags when you ball them up and crunch them together. Let me take that back. He got fertilizer. Man, stop it, kid. Okay, that was too much. Let me take that one back too. What kind of hair Ham have? Y'all help me out. Because when we, do our hair with the waves and everything, they be looking all nice and all wavy. Our hair look like a roller coaster ride. All beautiful and nice and pretty. And the sisters with their beautiful long hair, and the brothers with the waves and the taper fades, and the beautiful woolly hair and the locks, and just different styles. I don't know. I ain't never seen Ham with locks. And if he do get locks, I don't know what type of style that is. Y'all gotta help me. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm being real. Ham don't have hair like we do. What kind of hair do Ham have? That's not wool. What kind of hair do Ham have? Y'all help me out. What kind of hair is that? Y'all gotta help me out, man. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me out. Okay. I'm asking y'all what kind of hair Ham got. Y'all ain't gonna even help me out. He got some type of hair, and I don't know what it is. Ham, I'm not trying to be mean, even though y'all always mean to us. I'm just trying to understand that everybody keep trying to tell me we are made in the image of Yah, and I just don't see that. What I do see is that through Adam come us all, but because through Adam, Noah came, and through Noah, he had 3 sons. And through these 3 sons, you are either Shemitic, Hamitic, or Japhetic. So that means that you cannot put your stock with my stock, because my stock of brothers and sisters, we are directly linked to Yah, not only through covenant, but also through our big brother Yahshua, which is King of Israel. So his blood flowed through us as a people. Well, yes, he created all people. Yes, everybody that the Most High created upon the earth is by his design and come through one of the sons of Noah. We understand that. But when you tell me you are in the image of God, I need to see the image of God in you then. White people, you are not made in the image of God, bro. How? He don't look like you. So how can he be in your image? Now, if you talking about eyeballs, ears, nose, I can't say hair because he don't got your type of hair. I can't say skin color because he don't got your type of skin color. So maybe everybody is right when they say that y'all had a mutation. Something happened. I just can't put my hand on it, but I know there's a lot of educated brothers and sisters who do know, who can help me out. But y'all had a mutation, man. The children of Japhet, maybe it's because y'all was living in the cold areas, in the north quarters. And something happened, man, to I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, y'all. That's it for me, man. That's it for your brother K. Judah. Come on, Maurice, you got to help me out, man. What kind of hair Ham got? Look at Oracle. Let me see. Ham has indescribable hair. Maybe it's just brought to you by bushmeat. My beloved sister Eve said, and musty with rubber band sandals and a Hawaiian shirt on. I love y'all family. And like I say, I'm just having a little fun. I don't got nothing against Ham. Even though Ham is real ugly to us. I'm not gonna walk in Ham's shoes and be mean. And I don't gotta denigrate nobody. I'm just cracking a few jokes. But Ham, they treat us like dirt, boy. They don't got no love for us. You know what I'm saying? They talk bad about Israel, and we don't gotta be like that, family. We don't gotta be like Ham, you know what I'm saying, and be nasty and mean like he is. We don't got no culture, or we ignorant, we dumb and stupid. Ham be saying all this stuff on TikTok. Black Americans, you just dumb and stupid. I'll be like, wow, that's how you feel, Ham. But it's all good though, because guess what? We know we not dumb. We know we not stupid. Come on, family. We don't gotta argue things we know not true. You the greatest people on earth. You are the greatest people on this earth. You are the smartest people on this earth. You are the people with, just so much charisma. It supersedes understanding, man. Your style, your charisma, your intellect. You are a fly people. When the Bible said that Israel is a smooth people, he wasn't lying. You are smooth people. Look at you. When you walk in the sun, it glists off your body. You and the sun are in a relationship with each other. You and the trees, you and the grass, you and the wind, you and the rain, you and the hail and snow. You ever notice when you touch on something, we get electrocuted? You know why? Because you are power and energy. Your maker is Yah. Come on, man. You are in tune with nature. Now, Ham have our melanin, but Ham don't have our spirit. What do I mean? Where is the African Michael Jackson? Where's the African Mike Tyson? Where's the African Usain Bolt? Where's the African Tyson Gay? Where's the African Terrence Crawford? Where's your African Lamar Jackson? Where's your African Michael Jordan? But y'all want to denigrate us, and we are the reason why you get to come to this country and get that business loan where you don't got to pay taxes on it for 10 years and you get all the benefits, welfare. Oh yeah, y'all didn't know that? That all other nationalities, when they come over here, they get welfare, food stamps, a business loan, and they don't got to pay on the loan for 10 years. But you can't get a loan. But Ham got the audacity to denigrate you? Come on, man, let's knock it off. Stay focused, family. Stay focused. That's why I don't have to be nasty. Even when I'm cracking jokes, I'm not denigrating Ham. Ham denigrate us. I don't got to be nasty when I come on my platform. Yeah. I'm going to make y'all laugh a little bit, crack a few jokes. But guess what? The Most High gave all the children of Noah land, culture, heritage, and I want them all to enjoy their heritage. I want the children of Japhet to enjoy their heritage, but they won't allow us to enjoy our heritage. Yeah, that's not fair, Ham. Let us enjoy our heritage, man, and keep your disrespect to a minimum, man. We never did nothing to Ham. Y'all know that? We never did nothing to Ham. Ham just don't like us. And he don't know why. But then he come to America and tell us how to be in America when we the one being here all the time in America. But he gonna tell us how we need to be in America. And he just came over here from Africa. But he gonna tell us that who been here 400-500 years, how we need to appreciate America. And if it wasn't for us, he wouldn't even be able to get a business loan. Because our ancestors the one fought for civil rights. They the ones fought for affirmative action the year after they signed the Civil Rights Bill. They also signed affirmative action. Put that in play. So now you can come get you a job. Now you can make a reasonable wage. Thank Black Americans for that, Ham. So all I'm saying is be respectful. That's it. Be respectful. I love y'all with the pure heart. Here go one of my new songs. I want y'all to check it out. Don't forget, we got the memorial blowing the trumpets, the Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacle, and the 8-day feast coming up, family. So I want y'all to check out my new song. And this for my beloved brothers and sisters of the nation of Israel. Hold on, before I play it, let me move it up because I want y'all to hear this. Y'all gonna love this song. It's called Israel, Shine on Your Haters. Let me say that again. Israel, shine on your haters. Let's go.
Hey. Hey. They throw their shadows, we light the sun. Standing tall till the battle's won. Brick by brick, we build a fire. Every step a little higher. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. They whisper doubt, we roll our dreams. Through the cracks come golden beams. Desert blooms where they see dry. Wings of hope, we touch the sky. Let them watch, let them stare. We rise up everywhere. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. Stars above us, hearts ignite. Every soul a piece of light. Through the struggle, through the pain, we break through like summer rain. Like summer rain. Yeah. When the dust settles, you rise so tall. A phoenix breaking through it all. Every crack tells a story. Every scar a crown of glory. Yeah. Look at the light, it's shining clear. What do you see when you stand here? Israel, when you look into a mirror, see greatness. Through the storms, you have carved out your place. Whoa, Israel, when the world feels restless, you hold the fire, you say, hey. Mountains whisper secrets to the sky. Yeah. Rivers echo strength as they rush by. The earth beneath you knows your name. Every stone a witness to your flame. Yeah. Oh! doesn't lie, it shows your heart. A patchwork of courage, a work of art. Through shattered glass, you see it clear. Greatness is in every tear. The mirror doesn't lie, it shows your heart. A patchwork of courage, a work of art. Through shattered glass, you see it clear. Greatness is in every tear.
A big salute to you, Williams Norman. He had a question. Can you explain Joel chapter 2, verse 28 and 29? Is this future or is this going on today? Oh, going on today. And I'm going to show you right now. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. I'll start at verse 27 just so we can get context. He say, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your Elohim and none else. And my people should never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants, upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit. That's happening right now. You know how we know it's right now? Because we are prophesying right now. When Yahshua come back and gather us from the four corners of the earth, he's going to teach us. And let me show you what we won't have to do no more. That's how you know it's right now, because we are teaching each other. We are prophesying to the world. We are spreading the gospel to the four corners of the earth. We can go into this Bible and break down prophecy. We can break down the book of Daniel. We can break down Zechariah. We can show you what's going on in Revelations. We can show you the signs of the times. We can show you dispensations of time. We can show you the appointed times. We can show you prophecy fulfilled. This happening now. Even sisters have understanding, wisdom, and knowledge to where they prophesying. But y'all know how that go. You know, I get into it a lot of times because brothers believe that women shouldn't say anything. But I can't find it in the scriptures. K. Judah is in 2 Timothy where he say, I suffer not a woman to teach. The Most High say, I'm going to pour out my spirit on my sons and daughter, and they're going to prophesy. So when Paul said that, do you know what was going on in Paul's time? Because I just read what the Lord said. So that means that, like I always say, you got to do some investigation. If Paul saying one thing and God saying another thing, and Paul don't override the Lord, that means I got to investigate. Why was Paul saying what he's saying about the woman should not assert authority over a man? Because there was a lot of confusion in Paul's time. There was a lot of confusion in the churches. Some people was prophesying, some speaking in tongues, some doing this. Certain women trying to assert authority over the man. Paul said, hold on, whoa, time out. We got to get some order in here. I suffer not a woman to teach. Why? Another assert authority over a man. You don't see what he's saying? So if women try to assert authority over a man, that's a problem. But I want you to show me in the Bible where the Lord said that a woman can't teach, outside the confusion that Paul was having in the churches. Because Deborah was a judge. Don't you have to have some understanding to be a judge? So why God didn't stop her from teaching? What about Huldah, that Josiah sent to get a prophecy from the Lord, and he actually sent the word through Huldah to give to Josiah and his men? Why would he do that? Women aren't supposed to teach. Why would Yahshua not stop Mary, the one he told sin no more? She was a part of his ministry out there spreading the gospel. And her sister got mad and said, why my sister not in here cooking with me? Yahshua said, that which has been given to your sister should not be taken from her. What was given to her? The understanding of the gospel. She was out there spreading. Why Yahshua didn't stop her? Understanding is key with the word of Yah, people. You don't take one scripture and then say, look, you women got to shut up. That ain't what that meant. There was confusion in that time, man. You got to get order in the churches. Women shouldn't be usurping authority over no man. But does that mean that women can't be a part of the ministry and also be prophesying and helping their husbands or helping the brethren? Because Aquila and Priscilla, that's what husband and wife, and they were sharing the message. Y'all didn't stop them. Understanding is key, people. That's all I'm saying. So Joel chapter 2, verse 28 and 29 is happening today. We are prophesying today the coming of our Lord, what's going to happen in the end, what's happening now. We understand Revelations now. We understand, man, I'm telling you, bro, when you study this Bible, man, if you're really dedicated to it, the Lord going to give you understanding. I'm telling you right now, he going to give it to you. But you got to be dedicated to the word, not dedicated to yourself, but dedicated to your people and Yah. Because we are servants. We supposed to serve the people. The people don't supposed to serve KJ. I'm not worthy to be served. But the people supposed to come, hear the word of Yah, and get understanding, and go help their families and their communities out with the word. See what I'm saying? I told y'all, every time I'm on my panel, here come the devil. And I rebuke this person, begotten, not created, a goofball. He never met me in life. He told me I don't understand Revelation. But if I was to drop the link, even though I'm not, because it's a waste of my time, I'll make him look like an elementary school child. And I say that humbly, but I say that with boldness and with my confidence. I will make him look like an elementary school child. This is a goofball right here. He don't know none of us. How he know what we know? This is a person that's stupid. And we shouldn't talk to stupid people. So let me get this stupid person off the screen, because he's stupid and dumb. And there you go. You just get him out of here. And if Ark and them block him, then they block him, because he's a dummy. And we don't talk to dummies. So do anybody else got any questions? I'm going to ignore this dumb and goofball, goofy. Do anybody else have any questions? That's right. Anna spoke to all who look for redemption in Israel. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. The women was always a part of the ministry. Always. Y'all think I should drop my link and make them look stupid? Now my family gonna tell me no. I guarantee y'all, if I was to drop the link, I would make this boy look stupid. And he probably not even one of us. He probably, ICE probably looking for him. So he came in our chat box. I know ICE probably looking for him. Look at the stupid name that he got, begotten, not created. Come on, what kind of stupid name? Boy, you ain't begotten or nothing. You ain't Yahshua. Talking about begotten and not created. Yeah, if you don't look like us, you ain't created by Yah. You ain't in the image of Yah. And you better not be no Inspire Yo-Yo. Because ICE looking for you, boy. And I'm going to call. Matter of fact, where my phone at? What's his name? Begotten, not created? Let me do it right now. Let me call ICE. Because he bothering me too much. ICE. Yahoo. Houston, Texas. Yeah. I go by K. Judah, Michael Jackson bad with the script. I got one of your people in the chat box. Yeah, well, he in my chat box bothering me, and I don't know him, and he don't know me. He hiding behind an avatar. But I could tell he ain't one of us, because I went to his channel. I clicked on his avatar, and I saw taco sauce on the avatar, and fajita meat, and beans, garyu beans. Now, they was out of date too. All right, thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Thank you, Ice. Thank you, Ice, baby. Appreciate you. All right. Keep on playing, boy. They gonna come get you. They gonna come get you, boy. We don't do no playing over here. You don't see all my brothers and sisters in the chat? We ride together over here. If I drop my link, he gonna get scared. I already know it, so I'm not gonna even waste my time. Because they do it all the time, brother. They come in the chat box and they'll say, you don't know what you're talking about. And then when I drop the link, they take out running, y'all. Pew. Everybody who didn't try to come up here and try to debate me, they always leave in shame. And it's not that I'm trying to shame them. They came up here arrogant. They came up here boasting what they gonna do to me. And then when we start swinging a sword, They get stuck. Yeah, just like I thought. Bye. That was Ice. Hey, look. He ain't right no more. I told y'all, Ice coming. Oh yeah, Ice coming. I called on him. Yeah, yeah, Ice coming. Look, Tim, he gone. He ain't right no more. I know he a Catholicism baby, straight a straight Catholic. But they gonna find you though, because I know you're gonna leave a trail of taco meat and tortillas behind you, and salsa and guacamole and pico and refried beans. You know that's y'all thing, refried beans. All right, y'all. I love y'all with the pure heart. I leave y'all with the encouraging words and these lyrics that I put together through the beloved nation of Israel and the mighty nation of Israel. You are the greatest people on the earth. Don't get mad at me for loving you. I love you with a solid, pure heart. And all my love is for you. I don't got nothing against nobody else, but all my love is for my people. I'm here for my people. If you need your brother, I'm right here. We're going to ride together. We're going to rise together. I am seeing Israel unifying. Don't let nobody lie to you. Our people are coming together. We are moving in the right spirit, and our people are stop a lot of this fighting. I see it with my own eyes. So don't let nobody try to come and cause no division between us. Let's continue to do what we've been doing. Rocking together as a people, loving each other, having compassion on one another, encouraging one another, and uplifting one another in the name of our Father Yahweh and Yahshua HaMashiach. And I leave you with these encouraging words.
If you love Yahshua, walk in his footsteps. He created all things by the spirit of his breath. He showed us the narrow path that leads to life. He hath showed us how to worship the Father, the spirit of all light.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family. Big salute to Sham. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat, the mighty nation of Israel. Let's get it. I bet you ain't out of. I bet you have cars on the lawn where you live at. I bet you be changing tires in the grass. My daddy told me, son, don't ever live where you see a lot of Mexicans. And I said, why? He said, because the value of the property gonna go down. I said, why? He said, because they're gonna be changing tires and messing up the grass and spilling oil everywhere. And boy, I be doggone if my daddy wasn't telling the truth. Wherever you live around Mexicans, look at their driveway. Cars all in the grass, changing tires, lifting the car up with them things with the jack that you lift the tire up, change it. I'm talking about just having work clothes, drinking beer, and throwing taco sauce everywhere. Yeah, that's them. And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures want to say. Cock-a-doodle-doodle, nigga.